Tiernan Lynch, manager of Larne Football Club. This is my 7th season as manager, so whatever year that was, it seems about my 27th year, but it's only my 7th. First got here, as I said, the club probably, it's fair to say, was struggling. The ground was closed, it was condemned. We were playing all our games away from home. Our budget back then was minimal. We had one player that decided to stay from the previous season. And times ahead probably weren't the brightest. But we rolled our sleeves up, we dug in. Then Kenny came, which made it a lot easier. And thankfully, we are where we are today. Personally, I have got greyer and aged more. And professionally, I've definitely developed as a person. Definitely developed as far as being a manager is concerned, and being put in a million different situations and scenarios of, hopefully the players might not agree with this, but hopefully a better people's person, and learning from the mistakes that I probably made early on in my managerial career. And the big thing that any manager or any coach should be getting into football is it should never be about them. It should never be about themselves and how they improve or how they get better, but how they help the players improve and how they get better. I read a book once that said that a football manager is only there to serve, and that's how I try to go about my days. The biggest culture in the club for me is we, not me. That it's a collective, and it's always about the club. The club's always the main priority. It's not about individuals, it's not about me, it's not about an individual player, it's not about Kenny Bruce. It's about you're stronger together, and I think that's something that we work very hard at as a club, to make sure we have the right culture and to make sure that people know exactly where they stand, either when they come in the doors for the first day or whether they've been here 7 years, that the club's always first. The club has always been hugely supportive. We were obviously, as you know, very fortunate to go and win a league title last year, but there has been difficult seasons when we got knocked out of Europe by a team from Gibraltar. That was a huge blow. Getting beaten in the Irish Cup final was a huge blow. And Kenny and Niall and all of the club have been very supportive in those tougher days. Winning is probably the most enjoyable part of it. It makes all the work that is within that week feel worthwhile. I enjoy coaching and being on the pitch with the players and trying to improve them and make them better, and that there's nothing more satisfying than winning and having a good performance, and probably elements of that performance coming from things that you've worked on that week on the training pitch. Probably winning again. I think as a club we have to keep winning. There was no better feeling than winning a league title last year, but it's over now, and it's about, can we do that again? From a personal perspective, I would probably love to be the first to try and get group stages of a European competition. Hugely difficult task and ask, but it is definitely one of the things that gets me up in the morning.